Good morning, everybody. Those who have joined from EST zone, and good afternoon to everybody from IST.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Good
Shwetha,
afternoon.
Kankika. Good afternoon, Mahesh, Smita, Dr. Ria. Manali, good afternoon. Poonam, Moksha. Good afternoon, Shwetha.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, Shwetha, you have logged in name Naveen, okay, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, I have made you co-host.
No, I've logged in through two. One where I paint here, no? This you can pin after I finish the introduction.
Okay.
Once we start painting, this screen where you can see my hand, no? There you
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can pin later.
Yeah. So both are in the name of Naveen.
Is it? I will
It's okay. That's okay. That's
you
okay.
don't have to unmute this because this will stay quiet wherever I'm painting, no?
Name change.
Only through
Yeah.
laptop, I think. Okay,
Yeah, no problem.
I'll rename myself because maybe for some. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Shwetha ji.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon, Narasimha ji.
Welcome.
Thank you.
हम सब बहुत एक्साइटेड है मैम लर्न के लिए न्यू आर्ट लर्निंग है हमारी सबके लिए
मुझे
कल से
बोलिए
Okay.
कल से तैयारियां स्टार्ट कर दी है आज काफी सब लोग बहुत एक्साइटेड हैं
I want to know how many kids have joined. Kids, can you raise your hands? How many kids are here? One, Moksha.
हम भी रूपा मैम किड्स से हैं आज बच्चे बने हुए हैं सब
Okay, two, Kankika. Three, Alisha. Anita. I can see your daughter. Is it your daughter with you?
My daughter Dhani
Okay. So everybody is ready with your materials, stationery.
Yeah. So we will
Okay.
start in some time, no ma'am. 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll start in 5 minutes. I'll just play a song. We'll just have a 2-minute movement, okay?
Yes.
Item even call.
Before that, ma'am, I'll tell the materials again. If anything is missed out, they can go get it.
Okay. Yes. Anybody, those who have joined, please keep your material ready. Yes, Shwetha, you can tell.
We, as you all know, we need a sheet or a book, no? Watercolors sheet or a book. Okay. Then I said we need masking tape. So if this is not there, cello tape will work, but it won't work that good. So yeah, masking tape, if you have, please get it. We need tissues or cloth. Okay. And then some brushes, pencil, eraser. Okay, I can show you on the other camera later on. So some brushes, pencil, eraser we need, and then water. That's all.
Okay, so those who have not brought, you can go and get your material. Shwetha will just wait for 5 more minutes. People are joining.
Doctor's tape. I hope that will work.
It will work.
So people are joining. We'll wait for 5 minutes. I'll play a song. Let us all dance, okay? Yeah, everybody switch on your cameras.
नवीन भाई एंड श्वेता जी, आप दोनों मिलके डांस करो।
Sir, I'm very bad at dancing. He will dance.
अच्छा, आज वो भी करेगा। कल तो मैं देखा है तुम्हारा बैक साइड में तुम्हारा वाइफ जाए तो तुम फुल डांसिंग करो।
Everybody switch on your cameras and come on.
देखो इन्हें ये है ओस की बूंदे, पत्तों की गोद में आसमां से कूदे, अंगड़ाई ले फिर करवट बदल कर, नाजुक से मोती हंस दे फिसल कर, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर। ये तो है सर्दी में धूप की किरणें, उतरे जो आंगन को सुनहरा सा करने, मन के अंधेरों को रोशन सा कर दे, ठिठुरती हथेली की रंगत बदल दे, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर। जैसे आँखों की डिबिया में निंदिया, और निंदिया में मीठा सा सपना, और सपने में मिल जाए फरिश्ता सा कोई, जैसे रंगों भरी पिचकारी, जैसे तितलियां फूलों की क्यारी, जैसे बिना मतलब का प्यारा रिश्ता हो कोई। ये तो आशा लहर है, ये तो उम्मीद की सहर है, खुशियों की लहर है, खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर। देखो रातों के सीने पे ये तो दिल मिल किसी लौ से उगे हैं, ये तो अंबिया की खुशबू है बागों से बह चले, जैसे कांच में चूड़ी के टुकड़े, जैसे खिले खिले फूलों के मुखड़े, जैसे बंसी कोई बजाए पेड़ों के तले। ये तो झोंके पवन के है, ये घुंघरू जीवन के, ये तो सुर है चमन के, खो न जाए तारे ज़मीं पर। गलियां है जैसे खिलने की जिद पर, कलियां है जैसे मुट्ठी में मौसम की जैसे हवाएं, ये है बुजुर्गों के दिल की दुआएं। खो न जाए ये तारे ज़मीं पर,
कभी बातें जैसे दादी नानी, कभी चलके जैसे हम पानी, कभी बन जाए बोले सवालों की झड़ी, सन्नाटे में हंसी के जैसे, सूखे होठों पे खुशी के जैसे, एक नूर है बरसे कर तेरी किस्मत वो बड़ी, जैसे झील में लहराए चंदा, जैसे भीड़ में अपने कदम, जैसे मन मौज में जैसे बैठे बैठे मीठे से छपकी, जैसे प्यार की धीमी सी धुन, जैसे कानों में सरगम हरदम बजती रहे।
खो न जाए, खो न जाए, खो न जाए, खो न जाए, खो न जाए।
Amazing dance, Anita, and your daughter.
Awesome.
अनीता जी, अनीता जी नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
एक चीज बताइए कि आपने ये कोरियोग्राफ पहले से डिसाइड कर रखा था?
नहीं नहीं नहीं।
बहुत ही बढ़िया सिंक्रोनाइज आपने किया, मतलब अपनी बेटी के साथ। और स्पेशली वो जो बैठकर दैट स्टेप वाज अमेजिंग। मतलब मजा आ गया, मतलब आई वाज कीप वाचिंग। ये गाना चलता रहा और ये परफॉर्मेंस देखते रहिए। अमेजिंग, बहुत ही बढ़िया।
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Anita ji, it was so amazing. Both of you were dancing like professional dancer. Yeah, we liked it. When seeing you only, it was so beautiful that watching you both and your daughter, right? Wow, amazing. You both are very talented person. Very nice.
Okay, now everybody ready for the art session? Welcome, Shwetha.
Thank you very much.
I hope everybody knows Shwetha. Everybody knows Naveen here. Naveen is an early riser. We all know him. So Shwetha is Naveen's wife. With that brief introduction, I will hand over to Shwetha.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Shwetha.
Yeah,
Good
so-
afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Welcome back. Welcome to
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Welcome
Good
to
evening.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to Tulip Colors Art. This is my studio at home. So made with love. This is my gallery basically. I work here. So welcome you all. So first I'll give a little introduction about myself, what I do, and then I will give a little brief about art and all the mediums, okay? So ma'am, until I give my introduction, you can focus this screen. Later, I will show some work. You can focus the book, the screen where there is book. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm Shwetha. I'm a full-time artist. So I work in different mediums. So I personally like working in watercolors a lot. So I spent a lot of time working in watercolors. Earlier, my education was different. Like I am a commerce graduate. I was working in MNC. So it's been almost 7 years now. I'm practicing art professionally, and I am doing it as passion from childhood. So art was there from say age 6, 7 years old. but it wasn't encouraged as a profession. So then I started giving exams in this while I was practicing. So I've been also teaching from almost 6+ years now within Bangalore and outside Bangalore. So I do online classes within India for people within India and outside, also offline classes within Bangalore. So workshops and all I do. Other than that, I'm also pursuing my master's in art. So every year we have exams and I'm doing it in correspondence. So apart from that, I think almost everything I've covered about myself. Then we'll go directly into art now. So I'll just give a little introduction of what we are doing so that you will get a little brief about it. So let me just, ma'am, you can pin the screen here on this screen. I will also pin it because I should be able to see it. You can do it. I think it will be available on mine. Yes, someone's saying they worked as, yeah, they're also commerce graduate and worked in MNC. Yes. Okay, so I'll explain you now. So let's consider art as a big tree. There are several branches in a tree. So this is how I know personally. That's how I believe also. So if consider, say, art is a tree, multiple branches are multiple mediums. So I work in more than like 8 mediums, but I personally love working in watercolors, charcoal, graphite, then oil painting. So I'll show you a couple of paintings and sketches here. You will get an idea. So whatever I'm showing is all different mediums we practice in our classes, and on everyday basis I do this. So the first one I'm showing is oil painting. If you can see my screen, can you all see? The screen where I am showing the painting, no? Yeah, Rupa ma'am will.
Yes, Shwetha, we can see.
Yeah. So this is oil painting. So it's a different medium. Then it's a very challenging medium as well. So this is gouache paints. So you all know there is something called as gouache paints also. Similar to acrylic. So this is graphite shading. This is watercolors. Today we are not going to do this complicated. Yes, we'll keep it simple. This is also watercolors. I'll focus the camera a little higher so that you can a little bit. Yeah. Then this is graphite and a little mixture of charcoal. This is watercolors. This is again graphite shading. So graphite shading is basically you get pencils, no, different grades of pencils, if you know, that is graphite shading. This is also graphite shading. This is charcoal. So what is charcoal is basically if you burn the wood, you get that black charcoal, right? They make pencils out of it. So we also get chalk, we get pencils. So we use charcoal pencils and chalk. This is watercolors. The background is watercolors, but we have used pens here for the mandala art. So I've used pens there. This is again watercolors. Okay. This is also watercolors. Since I love personally doing watercolors, so this is also watercolors. This is pencil shading, graphite. This is oil pastels. So if you know kids use oil pastels, right? Thank you. Those who are complimenting, thank you. So this is oil pastels, like, you know, children use oil pastels, no, something which looks like crayons. So we can do such art as well. This is also pencil shading. This is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Since I am a meditator, I love doing such people who have done achievements in that particular field, who are meditators basically. So this is color pencils. So there's something called watercolor pencils. It's not normal, regular color pencils. Thank you for those who are complimenting. This is again watercolors. This is oil pastels. This is also oil pastels. And this is color pencils again. This work took almost 6 to 7 hours. So generally it takes time. So today what we are doing is very simple, basic one. It may take say 1.5 hours, 1 hour, but these type of arts will take more than 6 hours. So I do them, 2 hours in a day, 3 hours. I don't complete them all in one go. So that's not recommended. Okay, during the class, I'll also tell you some other importance of art. Once we start, I'll tell you in the flow when we are painting. So I think all are ready with the supplies. Shall we start? Thank you. Someone message tumba chanagide. Dhanyavadagalu. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am born and brought up in Bangalore. So yes. So we will start. Everyone has their supplies. So anyone? Okay. So let's do one thing. First, you'll get the masking tape, like you can see in the screen. So we'll remove the masking tape and we will not put it fully like this. I'll zoom in and show. Since we have to save the paper, we'll not use the whole edges. Okay. I'll show one side. I'll just put this and show you. You can start later. Once I finish here, you can start. So see, in this way. Because I want to save the space for my painting, I'm not putting the whole thing. I'm just putting half I'm folding backwards, if you can see. If I put full, you know that it takes a lot of space, right? So let's be a little stingy in this. So let's save some space. And then Naveen should
Shwetha ji, we have big tapes. What to do?
you have to cut, maybe it's a paper tape only, no? So you can cut it like this into half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you have a book there, take. Wait a minute. Student here doesn't have a paper. He's borrowing from me. Take. Oops. Yes. So masking tape, what are we doing basically? We are just using only half, other half we are folding backwards because we will have more space. And yeah, before we start with the painting, yes, I forgot about the warm-up we do. I just want you all to work on that. Just get a paper, any A4 sheet, anything you have. We need to do a small exercise because I want you to know some basics in watercolors. Just get any A4 sheet, anything is available with you. So this is like, you can also do it in this book also, backside, you can use one, end paper in the book. This is a small exercise for watercolors because this is like ABCDs. If you know this, the watercolors will be a little easier. If I am like fast, no, tell me because I may explain a little fast. Okay, so once you put the masking tape, let me know. Let's start with little warm. Yeah, I'll do one thing. I'll share my Insta page link in the end. You can follow there. And about my classes also, someone questioned here, like how do we join? So I'll tell you in the end, I'll just mention about that. So once you're done with this masking tape thing, let me know. Just get one A4. This is just warm up before we start. Where's my paints? You also want paint? No, come and sit here.
No.
You want paints?
Yeah.
No, that is pastels. I personally work for 6 to 8 hours in a day. So I just come sit in my gallery here, morning around say 11. So my classes start after 4. And yes, I'll have classes for Australia and UK. That is in different timings, early mornings, or Canada, I do UK. I do in the night. In between, almost like 6 to 8 hours, past 6 years, I've been constantly doing. So it takes a lot of patience and consistency to get that quality. So over the years, you'll not just art, anything you do, then the meditation also, or whatever you do in your work also, it takes a lot of consistency and practice. You all know that. So this exercise, shall we start? If you just give thumbs up like this, I'll start. Okay, I'll just write it down. I don't know if you can see, but I'll write it a little dark and big. Wet on wet, wet on dry. This is like ABCDs, okay, in watercolors. Dry on dry. Then what else? Dry on wet. I'll explain this so it'll be easy for us. Okay, it may take 1.5 hours also sometimes to complete. So those who are, those who will get late or something like that, please be prepared. It may take a little extra time to complete that painting. Okay, so what I will do basically, this is my palette, like I carry it, you can close it. So this is used by those who work every day. Like for you all, I've suggested cakes. Some might be having this also. I have water, so I have to spray this first. I have to wet the states first because it's watercolors. So I just wet it like this. This is just water. If you also, like if you don't have this, just wet your paints with just water. You can take some water in the brush and wet it like this. Just put the water, you can touch the paint as well. Trust me, watercolors, you'll literally fall in love with this medium. So it is so mesmerizing to see all the colors bleed into each other, they mix into each other. It's a different feeling. Okay, so just wet your paints and let me know. So I'll just give you 1 minute time if you're just wet it. And keep all your supplies here.
We need to wet all the paints.
Yeah, because we will mostly be using all of them, no? So it's better to wet them and then it'll be easy for us to use.
But it's already wet.
Okay, if it is wet, fine. But yeah, if you wet, what happens is you don't carry a lot of color in the brush. The water is there, so it keeps it minimal. The paints will be very less in your brush. And also watercolors is a transparent medium. You cannot make it very opaque and dark like acrylic. You should see through the there's some echo coming and see, you reduce the noise in that. So you should see through the pictures in the sheet. It is so transparent that you can see through it. Even a small line can be seen even after the painting is completed. So first technique I'll teach, I'll just focus a little bit.
Acrylic colors are not same as watercolors, na?
What is not same as watercolors?
Acrylic.
No, acrylic, we don't use water. Like it's a dry medium. Watercolors, we use a lot of water. But acrylics, we don't use water. It dries fast. It's opaque, dark medium, thick medium. Watercolors are transparent. That's the major difference. Oil colors also, oil painting, there's something oil painting that is oily in nature and it takes time to dry. Watercolors will take very less time. Within the time you finish painting, it will dry. Oil will take time. So each medium is different. They have their own qualities. Okay, so the first method is wet on wet. What do I do here is, I'll wet the paper a little bit. You also can watch me first and then try. That would be more comfortable because, you will get to see how I do, right? So I'll just wet on wet. That means the paper also will be wet. The brush also will carry a lot of, I'll show you. I'll take a random color. Say, for example, some crimson. So what I'll do is, the way the colors are bleeding into each other, you can just see. This is called wet on wet. You can use any color. This is just trial and error. So this is wet on wet. The paper, we had wetted, right? Also, the brush should carry a lot of color and water. Wet on wet. The brush should have water. The paints also, it should be watery. This is wet on wet. So this technique, mostly we use in landscapes, what we are doing today is called naturescape. Okay, there we have seascapes where we do beaches. We have cityscapes where we do cities. So there are so many concepts like that. What we are doing today is naturescape, landscape. Wet on wet is mostly used for the backgrounds where you have to wet and show that colors mixing with each other. Mostly that, even in the portraits, people will use wet on wet. Depends on the artist. So each artist has their own styles. Okay, so I hope wet on wet is clear. Okay, I'll go. Okay, done. Wet on dry. Basically, paper will be dry. So brush will carry a lot of water and paint. Just try some strokes like this. Anything you like. Wet on dry. That means the paint and the brush, you know, it was watery, like it carried some water. Wet on dry. Since the surface was dry, you can see that it didn't bleed into each other because the surface was dry. You can try anything. Try, Naveen, try. Yeah, you can see it here on the screen. Okay, so the next technique, by now, I think you all can guess. Dry on dry. Of course, it will have water. You can't just pick dry paint and you can't do it. Take very minimal water. The brush also should have very less water and the paints are already wet. So dry on dry, we use this technique for details. Okay, say for example, we are doing a portrait. Eyes and all can't be very wet. So we may use dry on dry for making eyes, hair, or such details I'll show you. How do we do it? So dry on dry, you can try anything, like any techniques. This and this will be different. This will have a lot of water. Minimal. This will have no water at all, like very less. So this is dry.
ड्राय आहे पहिलेच त्याच्यावर तू वेट वल्ल करून लाव हे इतकं म्हणाले मी
Someone is asking me doubt. Fine. So dry on wet.
On the second box, what do we need to do? Do we need to put water or no?
Water only in the brush, not on the surface. So what brush should carry a lot of water and paint, but surface is dry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll slow down a little bit for those.
Shwetha ji, the second one and third one, what is the major difference?
In this we don't use for detailing. Wet on dry, it will still carry some water. This
In the
dry
brush.
on is completely dry. It doesn't carry a lot of water, like the water difference. This will have little water. This doesn't have that much water.
Okay.
And we use this in detailing, like making eyes, hair, that and all doesn't, it should not have a lot of water, no?
That means water in the color or water in the brush?
Both water in the color, water in the brush should be less.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Okay, dry on wet, you know, we have to wet. The name itself is saying wet. So dry, matlab, we have to take, the paint should be dry. Dry in the sense, obviously you can't use a dry paint, it won't work, it won't come into your brush. It should have very, very less water. So see, dry on wet is my favorite one. So see the magic, how it spreads. So the way it spreads, you can see. In real, it looks so mesmerizing. Okay, this is dry on wet. The paints are dry, the surface is wet. You can use any color. Okay, any doubts in here? the same techniques we will be using in the painting. Say for the sky, we will use wet on wet. Okay. For the mountains and all, we'll use something in this too. So technically, you don't have to go too much in detail. While doing it, you'll understand.
Where do we use wet on dry, Shwetha?
Wet on dry in the pictures, in the painting,
Yes.
maybe like mountain. We have to wait for the surface to dry. Once it is fully dry, the mountains we will do wet on dry.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shwetha, I would like to introduce you to another artist here, Sapna.
Yeah. Right. Swapna.
Yeah, everybody, whoever has done your art can show.
Yeah. Yes, very nice. I'll just see your names because it's not shown. Priya, very nice. Yogini ji is also very nice. Colors, Aruna, nice. Narsimha ji didn't show. Others I can't see here. Everyone, I'll just. Nice. Anita ji, Alisha, then Rinku, very nice. All the colors are so beautiful. Megashri, I could see Priya. Is it Priya? Yeah. Okay. And then more. Kalika, Yoga Priya, Shwetha Singh, Smita, so nice. Ritu. And then one more, I'm not getting the name. Just a minute, I'll just. Yeah, all are so beautiful. Muthu, then Ritu, Shwetha Agarwal, who's this V, then Kirti, then there's something Chopra. So I couldn't read the first name because there was something here. Yeah, all did well. So we'll start with the main painting then. Narsimhaji is also very nice. All copied the same strokes. You should have tried something else. Okay. Yeah, Sapnaji, I couldn't see here. Okay. Anyways, I'll give the homework also in the end. So I'll give a painting once we are done with a beautiful painting. You all should you should all finish it in short. Yeah, Narsimhaji did
Actually,
some.
this is the first time, right? That's why we are ditto copying our teacher. Later on, we will try our own.
Okay. So is all ready with the masking tape on the book? On the sheet or book, this is ready. Okay, okay, so let's start. The reference picture is the picture which Rupa ji had shared. Even in the group, you could have seen that mountains, and that is the reference picture today. That is what we are going to paint. I kept it very simple. Okay, so what do we need right now is take a little bigger brush. So if you don't have the same thing, it's fine. But take the one which is the biggest in your collection. Whichever is the biggest, round or flat, it's fine. It should be the biggest brush because we need to spread water. One more technique for that is just spraying the water. So I do this, but maybe for beginners, this will be suitable. So we will start now. Technically, we are starting. Okay. Just apply water on the full sheet. If it is not watercolors, don't ask me. If the sheet is not watercolors, it will not work. So it should be a watercolor sheet because that is why it is designed. It is 250 or 200 GSM because it should be able to hold the water. GSM is the quality of the paper. For sketching and shading, we use 150, 200, 250 also. But watercolors, it's good if you have 250, 300 or 200 GSM. So the quality comes better. The paper will retain more water. So you'll be satisfied at the end. Okay, so I'm applying water just the way we apply any other comparison. What do we do like this? Applying oil on the pan or something like dosa or something, maybe. You can compare this.
Painters do like this.
Yeah. So is it? Painters also apply oil like this. I was not aware about that.
No, paint.
Paint. Okay, so, and please don't leave it for a long time. If this dries up, you'll get patches. Make this fast, take your colors. We always start with light colors. Say for example, in the sky, there's this crimson color and yellow color. If you start with crimson, then do yellow, yellow will become orange. First, we'll start with lighter colors. Okay, once I do the background, we have to wait for it to dry. So you'll have a lot of time. I'll not rush. So let's start. Crimson is nothing but dark pink color. That's called crimson. In art language, we have different names for colors. So burnt sienna means brown. So I will keep it simple. I'll just say brown, pink, maroon. So there are no new colors. So there are the same old colors, but different names they call in art language. But okay, fine. So lemon yellow. We need lemon yellow or deep yellow. So whatever yellow you have, please concentrate here. No, this is very important. Look, I'm holding the brush like this. I'm taking a round brush. After I apply water, I have to do it fast because I can't wait for you all to apply water. This will dry. Acrylic will work. Maybe you should mix little water, but maybe it may not give that output, but still you can try. You can try, it's fine. Just mix little water. You can still try. If you have no option, so I want you to participate, it's fine. You can use. See, I'm taking a round brush. For applying water, we used big brush, which was this type of a brush. Now this, you can see I've taken yellow color. Guys, just look at this once for some time. Just add, don't worry about smudging. Water will do all the work. That's why I said it is magical medium. Don't worry about smudging. Just keep a tissue below. If there is excess water, just do what I'm doing here. That's all. It is so beautiful to look at those colors bleeding into each other. It's a spiritual experience. I've been practicing art now. The benefits I've learned is I have learned a lot of patience and focus over the years. So one advantage, like there are many advantages. So I've been learning a lot of patience, focus, concentration, and mindfulness. So you all know what is mindfulness, being in the present moment, being aware that you are aware. So that I was able to achieve through art. So to be very honest, I was doing work very fast. Whether it is cooking or anything, by default, that was my nature. Though I was fast, I was also doing it very well. After I started practicing art, I noticed this difference that, yes, I am a little different from others, that this patience wasn't there much in me. So that is when I started noticing, and it helped me develop a lot of patience and focus. It's one kind of a therapy, art therapy, or a meditation. So it's scientifically proven also. Those who are, doing art, they're also like meditators. You're being in that present moment. And that's a practice also, right? If you're being in that moment for 3, 4 hours, 6 hours, that's what you will do in the other activities, while cooking, while studying, while driving. So mindfulness, that's what I have learned over the years. So is it clear? This yellow, let it smudge down. It's okay. It's all absolutely normal. If a little bit going down here and there, this is crimson. Just add crimson. I'll keep it a little down, I think, for those who can't see. And also, it's always good to keep the book in this angle a little bit downward so that the water will create its own beauty, beautiful textures and blend. This is crimson. Crimson, as I told you, dark pink. Just add the colors. If you go back and add yellow, it may mix. So you need to be careful. Just add it lightly like this. When you can also feel this, the sky will be very dark, slowly coming down. It gets lighter. So we'll make it very dark in the top, but we'll make it very light in the bottom. So a little lighter, the transition from light to dark. You can go back and add yellow, but you should do it a little slowly. Like, see, it shouldn't mix with crimson. I'm using a lot of dry paint on the top, a little on the wet, because I want it dark on the top. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, you can unmute and ask me. They said we want it lighter here, so we'll make it light. So you can lift the extra paint like this, see, take water, take out all the extra paint, just put it on the tissue, that's it. The extra colors can be lifted up. So if you feel like your yellow got lighter, you can add a little more. Keep it light in the bottom, as I told you, top it should be dark. How do we make dark? Just some dry paint, little, not more mixed with water. Yeah, we'll stop here because what do we do? The rest of the part is just that is covered by mountain. You can take that extra color and just apply it like this. It's fine. You're not going to use that for the sky. This is enough. So as you know, this is wet on wet. So dry on dry is for the birds. We will do in the end and show. I'll show you. Dry on dry, we will be using it in the birds in the end. Yeah, Rupa ji, you want to show? You can keep it down. Actually, if you lift it up and show the colors name, maybe after it dries, I'll see. And see, I'm keeping a masking tape below this because let it sit in this angle. It is good. Let us try. So when it is in the process of drying, you can't go and disturb this. You will get patches. You should work when it is wet. Let it dry completely. Maybe later you cannot fix. Watercolors may you cannot fix your mistakes. So let this dry. When it is wet only, you have to complete this. In the process of drying, if you go put water, it will leave patches. What artists do, no? They will leave it for drying. For example, once it is completely dried, they will apply another layer of water. That's for experienced people. So just apply another layer and they fix it. But you do it in one go. Let's not fix it that way. And tissues, cloth is very important in watercolors because we deal with water. Okay, it has to dry. What do we do by then? We cannot do.
Meanwhile, everybody can show your art, whatever you have done.
Yeah, you can do that. Just keep it aside. Okay, nice. Aruna ji should add more yellow. Nice. Ria, it's nice. Yeah, while lifting it up, it may, the paints will mix. Please keep it down as early as possible. Okay, I'll just check everyone else's. Some of them are doing. Okay, so who's this V? Yes. Nice. You added a lot of yellow, so maybe you can add more pink. Neha ji also, it's very nice. Ritu ji, nice. You can add more yellow and more pink if you want. You can show the strokes more, little more. But maybe if it is dried, no. Shwetha Singh has done. But why did you join the pink? You can actually take some water, Shwetha ji, then just remove the extra color and add some yellow there. You can do it or just try. Yeah. So one more Balram ji, nice. You all are trying. Yoga Priya, nice. And don't show this, Yoga Priya ji. Like, see, for example, the transition you see here, right? It's dark to light to yellow. You should not restrict by drawing a line that it spreads only till there. Leave it for naturally. Make this lighter layer. Okay. Those who did this layer, no? Take some water and make it light here. You need to show the transition. Dark to medium to light. Okay. You also should do that. I can see a big layer of pink here. Add some lighter layer below that. Okay. Shwetha Agarwal should keep it down. The water is coming down. Yes. It's nice. Very nice. All are doing so good. I can see the colors on the screen.
तुमको numbers दिख रहा है बेटा hidden है numbers कौन सा number दिख रहा है तुमको
dominant in the why like that?
Sorry, sir. What did you say?
No, actually in the camera, the red color is dominating.
Yeah, the red color, correct. Yeah. We need to wait for this to dry because you know what happens if we do the mountains now? What happens? When it is wet, it will all.
Everybody, please mute yourselves.
Yeah, Namita ji should mute, I think.
और कौन सा number?
Yeah. So I was telling, if we do this when it is wet, the mountains, they will mix. They will just merge with each other. The mountains won't look like mountains. We can't do birds also because it is all wet. What do we do? Within that given time, we have time. Maybe we will just another 2 minutes, it will dry. And watercolors also, it matters along with the weather, it changes, like how summers, it dries fast. Say if it is monsoon and rainy outside, it takes a lot of time to dry. That also matters. The medium, it matters when the weather is very hot or dry outside, it dries out fast. Even the paints. So let's wait for 2 minutes. Yeah. So we will be needing green next. So we will make different types of green. The first mountain, we will make kind of yellow green. We mix yellow and green, it becomes yellow green. The next mountain, so this scenery is basically, you know that the near mountains and the far mountains are very light because you can't see them properly. The near ones are very dark. So first we will start with the far mountains, then the medium ones, and then the dark ones which are in the front. So maybe we'll try with the tissue. Let's dry a little bit like this. This will be applicable only for those who are using 200 GSM and all. Others who did with normal paper, it is really, difficult to handle. Okay, let's make yellow green. If you have a palette or something, plate, something should be there, right, for mixing. Like I didn't say about the palette, actually, maybe it is not needed, but you can just get a plastic plate or something from the kitchen for mixing. Yeah, just take some lemon yellow, a little bit of sap green, which is normal, light green. Green and yellow will give you yellow green. Okay, I feel this is, it has to dry a little bit. Let's try a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this is dry. So if your painting is not dry, it's fine. Please let it dry. You can watch me, no, until then. So see, this is yellow green. I am making the texture of the mountains. Like you all know how to make mountains. It's so simple. You can use it fully. Full. So this is wet on dry. Yellow green. So yellow should be like not very much, like mix them equally. Let it not be too greenish, let it not be too yellowish also. Yellow green. I want this to be a little more high. So don't forget to make the texture of the mountains. Don't draw in straight lines. See, I'm making this line which is like curvy. See, it was curvy in the sides. So make something which is curvy like this. This doesn't matter. The bottom doesn't matter. What really matters and what is this thing? The shape here, whatever you give is really important. This is what will show up. This is how it should look like. This layer should dry now. Until maybe this will be drying by then. Yeah, it's drying. Yes. Maybe you can switch on fans. We watercolors, many artists will use this hair dryer also to dry fast. So if you switch on your fans, that is also good. Let this dry. Switch on the fans, like it'll dry quick. Because each layer of the mountain should dry. We need to show 3 more layers. So we'll show that. But let the first layer dry. Here it is not drying fast. I don't know how is it in North India. If it is hot outside, it would have been dried already. Here it's like rainy monsoon. It's not drying fast. I have to switch it on. Yeah, it's drying.
Okay, Shweta, it
Yeah.
is 3:32 now. I think we can extend for another 10 to how long will you take to complete that, Shweta?
Another 15-20 minutes we need.
Okay, fine. So let us all take a selfie. Please switch
Yeah.
on your cameras. How much ever you have done, please show your art. Let us take a selfie.
For your 5 minutes, Devana, we will complete first.
Okay, sir. We'll wait for you.
For first timers, now we are first timers. We have to give some concession.
It'll take hardly 15 minutes. That's all. We'll finish it off.
Okay. Shweta, you can finish it and show, then we will complete it. Okay.
Okay.
So let's take a selfie. Everybody, please show your art. Smita, Alicia.
My drama. I will say, better brush better.
Ready, everybody? Smile. Show your face also. Show your art also. Smile, everybody. One, two. One more selfie. Yeah, thank you. Shweta, you can continue.
Yeah. Okay, the next layer of mountain is a little near one. This one was very far, right? So I mixed light green and little bit of dark green. Okay, you can see this has to dry. It's okay, you can finish it later on also. So let this dry. I'm using light green and a little bit of dark green, which is little darker than yellow green. Yellow green was very light. This is a little bit darker than that. You can either apply it fully. This is light green and dark green. Don't make it very dark because we have 2 more layers for dark parts. So this is the next layer. Meanwhile, what we can do is let's finish the bird. When the second layer is drying, I'll show the birds just with plain black. I'll zoom in and show because you don't know how to do the birds. Maybe this way. Just a minute. I cannot see my screen. Okay, I'll zoom in and show like this. Can you all see? I've zoomed in. Okay, see? How do we do it? This is a 0.0 brush, but you don't have to take the same, whatever is available, but a very small one like this. The last size brush you have. Now, see? I'm showing a couple of birds here. one. All of them different, like very far ones I'll show small, near ones I'll show big. You can see, yes. Those are waiting for it to dry, no? Just complete this. And how do we do this is, if you want to control the pressure from your hand, you see this little finger here? Take the support. If you can see my hand, I'm taking the support of this little finger. That's when you can do it balanced. Such minute details. Or else it's difficult to balance. So I'm showing some far away birds. Yeah, show this birds. It should be a very small brush, as I told you. And it should be dry on dry, not a lot of water. You remember dry on dry. Yes. This is the process of drying. We'll switch on the fan. That's all. Another 10 minutes, this will be finished. Another layer of dark mountains I'll show you. Let's try. Get it there. The next layer is dark blue and dark green. Will give you another layer of darkness, right? First one was yellow green. Next one was just light green and dark green. The third one is dark green and dark blue. Okay. Dark green and dark blue will give you bluish green. That I'll be using it here. In between, I'll show some darker, little darker than the second layer of mountains. You can see the transition. Just a minute, I will try this. Just correcting the shape. Okay, I'll also finish the last layer and show. Okay. The last layer is dark green, dark blue, and some black. We are just trying to make black, dark color of a greenish version. That's it. So dark green, dark blue, and a little bit of black, not more. It looks something like bluish, greenish, black. See, this is the last layer. So these mountains are very near to us. That's why we could see it that clearly. But these yellow, the yellow-green ones are very far. These are the nearest mountains. In the screen, it looks black, but this is bluish black. So add some blue, green with black. This is basically wet on dry, whatever we are doing right now for the mountains. Can you see the transition? So beautifully done. Like you can see all the light to dark mountains. It's beautiful to see these.
Shweta ji,
Yeah.
yeah, the third one was green and blue,
Yeah.
and fourth is?
Fourth one is green, blue, and little bit of black.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. To make it look more darker than the previous one. Green, blue, and black is the last one. So I'll tell the colors again. First one was yellow, green, yellow and green. Next one was light green and a little bit of dark green. Third one was dark green and dark blue. Fourth one was dark green, dark blue, black. Black should be less, not, otherwise it becomes completely blackish. So that is only to get the darkness we are using. So these mountains should cover them. See, if you feel that it didn't fill properly, you can wait for it to some time completely. When it dries off, you can give one more layer of the same colors to the respective mountains. So one go, maybe it may not be satisfying. Wait for it, but give the same colors. Keep this mountain, first mountain, light as possible. Don't give any second coat to this one. Maybe the other three you can do. Yeah, this is how it will look in the end. And the most exciting part, we always wait. What students also wait for is to remove the masking tape. So they're so much eager to open the masking tape that they'll be asking, shall we do it? Shall we open the masking tape? So we are doing that now. So slowly you just hold it like this. For those who didn't use it, it's fine. For those who have done it, please. Slowly hold a finger like this slowly. And then don't pull it off at once. The paper will tear. See, hold it like this. So you know why we use this now. To get this beautiful border. Also to prevent the water getting down all over. Within the masking tape, it stays within the limits. So this is how it will look like. Then.
Beautiful, Shwetha.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. I'll see once you all are done, you can show your works before you leave. And also the homework one, the practice one, which you want to really try one more, I'll share it in the group. You try and please do share it with me whenever possible in the week, next week. Do try the techniques, wet on wet, all that. You can also sign here somewhere with the pen. In the bottom, you can do that.
Sapna, we would like to see your art.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Shweta. It was so amazing painting, and you have such a talented person. And doing, can you hear my voice properly?
Yeah,
Yes,
Sapna, please.
yes.
Okay, so doing some other like course and now pursuing your dream uh, passion, right? That is a big courage to go, leaving that what we have learned and going for another thing, right? It's not a simple thing. It takes a lot of courage to do that thing, and you are bold enough, and you are very nice. Like you take this session very nicely, and you are a talented person. As we can see your background also very colorful and very nice gallery. Even I like to visit your
Oh,
gallery
sure.
once.
Please
Yeah,
do come.
I love to visit you. I love to meet you once. So it will be
Definitely,
great.
please. You stay in Bangalore. Yes, we will visit.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the compliments. Means a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and showing us here some work and all.
My
It's
pleasure.
such a great thing. Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Means a lot. All of them were showing the paintings, all are so beautiful. Rinki has done it so well, very nice. And then, yes, who is this V? I didn't still get it. It is very nice. All the colors are so beautiful. Arna ji, Yogini ji, very nice. Mountains are so good. Then Ritu also. The mountains are very nice. I didn't expect this much. Like the mountains and the scenery. Yeah, Kanchan ji, Alisha, Kankika, very nice. Smita ji, nice. Ashwini is also. Lot of pink in the sky. Nice. I think Ashwini is a Kannadiga. No? Yeah, I've seen her once. In this last week, some shairi was going on. Yoga Priya, very nice. Mountains are beautiful. Poonam, so beautiful. Nice. Nice to see all the colorful paintings. So glad to be here. Yogini ji, very nice. And Neha Chopra, very nice. The kids
Yeah,
are also
everybody can
enjoying
post.
participating. Kids, nice. All are doing great. Nice. Alisha, very nice.
Let's take a last selfie.
Yes, I'll also hold it. Yes. Move this camera a little bit. Thank you. Thank you to all those who are saying thank you to me. Okay, I'll keep it here.
Yeah, thank you. Very nice.
Thank you so much for participating. Naveen is an active participant in 5 AM. I couldn't do it. I'm going to join further. Actually, I'll have classes during that time, but I will participate. I'll try doing it. It's so good to see him. You all are so energetic. My early morning starts with those voices in the background. So nice to start a day like that. So nice.
So nice of you, Shweta. Thank you so much for coming and teaching us. You can see a lot of gratitude messages.
Thank you, Shweta,
Yes,
so much.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Shweta.
Thank you, Shweta ji.
Thank you so much. I'll share the Insta ID here. It's Tulip
Thank
Colors
you,
Art.
Shweta.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
After long time, I'm doing.
Oh, very nice. Yes, Tulip Colors Art is my Insta page name. You can just put Tulip Colors Art. You'll get you can go through, like you can see all my paintings there. All the mediums and all that I've put. I can see the
Actually,
painting.
thanks to special Naveen ji because of Naveen ji, Shweta is here.
Yes, correct. Right. Because of Naveen only I could pursue art actually. He is the one biggest support for this career option. Otherwise, it would be really very difficult. Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for joining.
And सभी
Uh,
सभी अपना अपना ये
Paint
आर्ट
करके.
अपनी अकाउंटेबिलिटी पे शेयर करें please.
Yeah, everybody can post your, after completing, you can post it in the accountability group, WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I'll send a picture for practice. You can do one more watercolors. Maybe
Yeah.
in the future we'll do some simple ones. Once in a while we'll do it.
Shwetha, that art behind you, the triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's-
is very nice.
Yeah, that's just an abstract art with the masking tapes we have done. So
Okay.
I'll show you. I'll take you near and show.
No, that's cool.
Oh, sorry. I'll just show you 1 minute from here. Yeah. So this is the table I work. So these are some paintings you can see. All the watercolor. I love food in watercolors. So I love painting food, means painting food, not eating. So I love painting watercolor food like this. Then this is a wall painting. Okay. So
And last day,
this is the wall painting.
Black.
This is oil. Yeah, this is done by Naveen actually. So Naveen also participated in this one. While we were doing, he was the one who did the maximum work, and these are all frames. And this is the mandala art. Yes.
But out of all, it looks like Naveen's art is better than yours, Shwetha ji.
Oh, is it? Thank you so much, sir, Naveen.
Wow, wonderful, ma'am. Really, it's a very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you are
Whoever
looking
is-
very amazing.
Thank you. So whoever is in Bangalore can definitely come and visit. Those who are not there also, please do come when you come to Bangalore.
Shwetha ma'am, the point of being an artist is that your workspace becomes so beautiful.
Right, exactly, yes. It becomes your paradise. You just sit and spend time there. It's a therapy for us. We meditate here. We sit and, discuss. We read, write in the shades.
Shading.
Yeah. Okay.
తర్వాత ఫినిష్ ఉండవే
Second line.
కొంచెం ఉండి మాట్లాడేదారు డిస్కస్ చేయాలి
నరసింహజీ వాయిస్ వస్తా ఉంది.
Oh, it's unmute. We both are discussing, my wife and myself.
Shwetha ji, please share the homework thing and your Instagram name on the WhatsApp.
Yeah. I'll do it on the group. I'll share the
What?
link.
We actually we border में tape डाल दिया ना, उसको क्या करना? We have to remove the tape.
Yeah, we need to remove, sir. You'll get a border like this.
Okay, fine.
In the end, please remove the masking tape. That's it. Its work is done. It gave you a beautiful border in the sides, you can see.
And even I want to appreciate Naveen ji also because of supporting you. Like everyone doesn't do that, and you are doing a great job. You support your wife, right? And that is a great thing. Yeah, I loved your couple thing, and you both are awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
One Shwetha and Naveen bhai, one question है, who is great among both of you?
Who is?
Naveen great है, Shwetha ji great है, दोनों में.
Sir, both of us inspire
Great is,
each other. He has done
We are-
life education. And the other day I told you, I may have done education in like going to college and that all that. He has practical knowledge. He has done life education. So he inspires me. He supports me. I support him. So that's how both of us are equally supporting each other.
Who is right hand, who is left hand?
Sir, at home I am the right hand. Outside,
Outside may you.
The required answer.
okay, you answer.
Now outside may करता है, घर में ये करेगा। लेडीज तो घर में करता है ना सभी मल्टीटास्किंग। इसको पास मैं बहुत लेता हूँ। इसका ये बहुत मल्टीटास्कर है। सभी को ये 10 मिनट का 1 आवर का काम को ये खाली 5 मिनट्स में ओवरकम हो जाएगा उस काम को लिए। बहुत टैलेंटेड है। मेरा को ऐसे इसी के पास में मेरे वाइफ के पास कुछ सीखता हूँ।
No, it's basically because I was a topper in college, from school to college. So my work is to, as soon as I get up, I do a to-do list. So I give priorities, and within this time I finish. I'm just scheduled like that from the time I was studying. So maybe my mindset is like, it does multitasking and all that. So Naveen is naturally a bit slow. He has a lot of patience compared to me. I'm a little fast, so we always fight in this matter. I am like a man at home. He plays my role at home. So I'm very
You
fast.
can
And
do
we are
it.
the opposite.
You can teach us.
Yeah.
You
आप
can teach.
दोनों फाइट किया तो फर्स्ट वी विल टेल सर यार, वी विल कॉम्प्रोमाइज फर्स्ट
Sir, he only, sir.
ऑलवेज
Yes, he has a lot of patience. So I am learning from him actually. Life ka kuch lessons he's really good at. I was really very impatient and short tempered. So he was guiding me. So this is not how.
लास्ट टाइम मैं सेशन से बोला है था ना सर, एक झगड़ा के एक स्टोरी बताए ना। कुछ झगड़ा हो गया तो क्या कर रहे हैं, जस्ट सिंपली कीप इट ऑन। मैं एक साइड में रहता हूँ, आराम से बैठता हूँ। इसको क्या हो जाएगा, इसमें लाइफ में सभी को झगड़ा होता है ना। झगड़ा होने के बाद उसको मैं क्या सीखा, उसको मैं से कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना है। और उस झगड़ा में किसी से प्रॉब्लम्स आया, वो उसी प्रॉब्लम से दोनों का, मेरा से ये प्रॉब्लम आए तो वो सॉल्व करेगा। उसी प्रॉब्लम के कहे तो दोनों को एक बार बैठ के जस्ट एक 1 आवर
He compromises a lot. I am learning from him to say sorry first. Actually, he has that nature by default. So when we got married also, I was educated and I was born and brought up in a city. So we are in a village right now, like this, his house, he's born and brought up here, but we are settled here. So there was an opposition even at home that how, like, you will not be able to manage there. You're going from city to village. It's not possible. It's an arranged marriage actually. So our families are very strict. We cannot go for love marriage actually. So the question was that will I be able to survive in the village? The question from his side was, will a city girl be adjusted at home? So we prove them all wrong actually. We inspire each other. So we discuss a lot of spiritual knowledge. We read a lot. So that's how I also feel that being a man, he is being so patient and he's down to earth. So maybe I should also learn. So that's how we learn. He is learning from me this consistency and hard work. Like I do a to-do list and follow each and everything. By end of the day, I'm so satisfied that I did all the work and commitments. He's learning that from me because he's a bit slow. I am a bit fast in everything. So actually that's opposite in everyone's house. Girls will be a little patient, and, but I be like a man at home. So both of us complement each other.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having patience to hear a story from us. So nice to participate here. I met Rupa ji personally.
No, Shwetha ji, you should not be that much nice to each other. We both, my wife and we both always fight every hour. But you are very nice to each other. It is not good. We are feeling very much jealousy.
No, sir, I will update you.